Cold open, you are standing in line at a grocery store. It is 7:40 on a Tuesday night. You are holding a basket. Eggs, coffee, a bag of rice, the store brand. The man ahead of you is arguing about a coupon. The woman behind you is staring at her phone. The cashier is tired. Nobody is looking at you. There is no reason to. You are wearing a gray jacket you have owned for 6 years. Your shoes are clean but old. Your car in the lot is a paid-off sedan with 90,000 miles. You blend into the fluorescent light like everyone else. You have $100 million. Nobody in this building knows. Nobody in your city knows. Your neighbors do not know. Most of your family does not know. The cashier hands you your change and says have a good night, and you say you too, and you mean it, and you walk to your ordinary car under the ordinary sky. This is your life as a silent millionaire. The decision, it did not start as a strategy. It started as an instinct. The money arrived the way real money usually does. Not overnight. Not on a stage. A business you built quietly for 11 years. A position you held when everyone told you to sell. A signature on a document in a room with no windows. The wire cleared on a Thursday. You stared at the number. Then you closed the laptop and made dinner. You almost told someone. You picked up the phone. You scrolled to your brother's name. Your thumb hovered. And then a thought arrived, fully formed, like it had been waiting your whole life. The moment they know, you stop being a person to them. You become a number with a face. You put the phone down. You told no one. The first rule of real money is that it makes no sound. The small lies. The next morning, the performance begins. It never fully ends. A coworker complains about gas prices. You nod. You agree. You say it's brutal out there. You could buy the gas station. You buy the same coffee you always buy. Your friend texts the group chat about a sale on flights. Everyone is hunting for the cheapest seat. You hunt with them. You book economy. You sit in 34C next to a crying child and you do not upgrade, because upgrading is a sentence, and sentences get repeated. You learn the small lies. Not big ones. Small ones? The texture of an ordinary life, maintained on purpose. You learn to say money's tight this month and mean nothing by it. You learn to wince at a restaurant bill you could pay 1,000 times. You learn to drive past the house you could buy in cash and feel nothing on your face, even as something moves behind it. Your friend Daniel gets a new truck. $800 a month. He walks you around it in the parking lot the way men walk around things they cannot afford. He says, you should treat yourself sometime, man. You only live once. You say, maybe someday. You drive home in the sedan. The AC makes a sound. You have learned to ignore it. Nobody knows. The distance here is the thing no one tells you about a secret this size. It does not sit still. It grows. And it grows in the space between you and the people you love. You go to dinner with old friends. They talk about their raises, their mortgages, their stress, their plans. You listen. You ask good questions. You are genuinely happy for them. But you cannot reach across the table and say me too, because there is no me too. Your reality has no edges they can hold. So you go quiet in a way they read as humble. They think you're doing okay. Steady. Reliable. The friend who never changed. They love that version of you. You let them keep it. Your sister calls. She's worried about you. She thinks you work too hard for too little. She says, I just want you to be comfortable. You say, I'm comfortable. She doesn't believe you, because the evidence of her eyes says otherwise. The old car. The old jacket. The small apartment you never left. You could end her worry with one sentence. You don't. Because the sentence would not end the worry. It would just replace it with a different one, a worse one, the kind that never leaves a family once it arrives. The second rule. The moment they know, the relationship is never again about you. It is about the money standing behind you. You hang up. You sit in the quiet. The distance is not loneliness yet. But you can feel where loneliness would go if you let it. The test it comes on a Sunday. Daniel calls. His voice is wrong. Flat. He lost his job 6 weeks ago and didn't tell anyone. The truck is being repossessed. He's behind on rent. He needs $4,000 or he's out by the end of the month. He's asking everyone. He's ashamed. You can hear it. $4,000. You have 25,000 times that. It would not register. It would not move a single decimal in your life. And here is the test, the real one, the one nobody warns you about. It is not whether to help him. Of course you help him. The test is how to help him without revealing the size of what you are. Because if you wire $4,000 in 10 minutes without a flicker of strain, Daniel will know. Not the number. But he'll know there is a number. And the next call won't be 4,000. And it won't be Daniel asking. So you do something harder than writing a check. You drive over. You sit with him. You let him talk. You tell him you've got some saved, you can float him, pay me back whenever. You make it small. You make it cost you something it doesn't cost you, so that he can take it without drowning in it. He cries a little. He says, I'll never forget this. You say, that's what friends are for. You drive home. You helped him. And you lied to him the entire time. Both of those things are true. You sit in the driveway for a long minute, and you let them both be true. Nobody knows. Not even the man you just saved. The power months pass. And slowly you begin to understand what the silence actually bought you. It bought you the absence of everyone's agenda. No one is being nice to you for the wrong reason, because no one has a reason. No cousin appears with a business idea. No stranger lingers a little too long. No friend recalculates the friendship. The people in your life are in it for the only thing left to be in it for you. The boring, ordinary, unmonetizable you. You watch the loud ones. The ones who announced it. The man you read about who won the lottery, and within 3 years was being sued by his own brothers. The founder who posted the watch and lost 4 friendships by Christmas. The cousin who got the inheritance, and now everyone he meets is doing math behind their eyes. You see what visibility costs. And you see what you've been quietly keeping. The third rule. Wealth that is seen creates obligation. Wealth that is hidden creates freedom. They are the same dollars. They live completely different lives. You walk through the world weightless. You can say no to anything. You can leave any room. You owe no one a performance. You have, without anyone noticing, become the freest person in every space you enter, and you wear it like an old gray jacket, and nobody looks twice. This is the part you would never trade. Not for a single admiring glance. The cost but freedom and loneliness are cut from the same cloth, and you start to feel the weave. There are nights it presses on you. Not the money. The unsharedness of it. The largest fact of your life is a thing you carry alone in a sealed room, and no one you love has ever been inside. You meet someone. She's good. She's real. She likes the version of you she can see, which is the version you built specifically to be seen. And that's the problem. Every time it gets serious, the same wall arrives. If she falls in love with the man in the old car, is it real once she knows about the room? And if she only loves you after she sees the room, was it ever you at all? You can't run the experiment without ending it. So you wait. And waiting has its own price, and you pay it quietly, the way you pay everything. Your father gets sick. You fly home. You sit by the bed. You could buy the best of everything, fly in anyone, build a wing onto the hospital. You arrange what you can without a name attached. He never knows the specialist who appeared was not luck. He squeezes your hand and says, "I'm just glad you turned out all right." Steady. He's proud you turned out steady. You wanted, just once, for him to know what you really were. He dies thinking you turned out fine. That one stays. You carry it into every quiet room for the rest of your life. The fourth rule. Some prices do not show up on any statement, and those are the only ones you actually pay. They reveal you are older now. The number has grown. It does not matter. It stopped mattering a long time ago. You did not break. You never told the world. You understand now that you were never really hiding the money. You were protecting the one thing the money could not buy and could very easily destroy: a life where you are loved for nothing, owed by no one, free in every direction. You sit in the same kind of grocery line you started in. Different store. Same fluorescent light. Same old jacket, replaced once, identical to the last. The cashier is tired. Nobody is looking at you. There is no reason to. And somewhere across the city, right now, someone just made their first real money. A bonus. A windfall. A good month. And the first thing they did, before the wire even cleared, was tell everyone. They posted it. They announced it. They are already learning everyone's number by the way people look at them now. They think this is the beginning of being seen. They don't know yet what it costs to be seen. They don't know the freest thing in the world is to hold something enormous and make no sound at all. You pay for your eggs. You say you too. You walk to the ordinary car under the ordinary sky. You have $100 million. Nobody knows. That was always the point.